How are you?
Fine, and you?
Yeah, fine, fine. Are you in Toronto at the moment?
Yes, yes, I'm in Toronto, yes.
Ah, nice.
And you, where are you now?
In London.
Ah, you're in London, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, well, yeah, congratulations on the film. Um,
Thank you
how,
very much.
how was the first screening? Because that happened already?
Yes, it
Yes.
was yesterday. Actually, we
Okay.
arrived in Toronto the day before at night, and directly next day it was the premiere. But it was great. Very, very nice audience. The theater was full, and the Q&A was also very good, very nice questions and nice interaction with the audience. I'm very happy and relieved also because we shot this film just before the pandemic started, and then all the post-production, we didn't know if we will be able to make a kind of like a real person screening in person. So,
Okay, yes.
so I'm very happy that the film met the audience not online but in a movie theater on a big screen.
That's good. Yeah, were a lot of like cast members or crew members yesterday with you as well, or were you the
Yes,
only one?
no, the lead actress Merve Dizdar was with me.
Okay.
Also, our cinematographer Flora Neri joined us
Okay,
from France. Yes, so yes, it was nice.
good. So where did the story for this film come from?
Mhm. Actually, I started to write the story like 2018,
Okay.
and it I think it came from a very core feeling of me as a young woman experiencing for some time, like kind of feeling of being trapped, hostility, and like throughout the world. And how you say, growing feeling of hostility towards women in a way.
Okay. Yes.
And then this was a core feeling. And something else was because in the film there is a layer of like about nature and climate change and like ecology. So that part came from my also like for some time I've been thinking about how we treat the nature as human beings is not fair.
Okay.
So these two ideas combined together in a like kind of counter fairy tale village that is cut out of from the world. And I use this village as a kind of microcosm that I
Mhm.
can put all these feelings of fear, confinement, struggle, also hope. So yeah, it came from there.
Nice. So this is your debut feature, your first long feature. So why did you use that story as your first film and not
Mhm.
something else?
Yeah, it was not something planned. It was a story that was like I was writing different stuff at the
Hmm.
same time, but I don't know, somehow from the beginning, deep inside, I felt something, this story will go, will continue in a good way. I can improve it. And also, this is what I want to tell. So
Hmm.
it was a little bit harsh film for a first debut because we shot it very harsh conditions. It is something that I need to create a kind of atmosphere that is realistic, but also there are some elements that are like kind of realistic. So this film needed a lot of fine tuning. And I understand after I finished the film, it was a big risk to do
Oh,
something like that for the
really?
first feature. But at the end, I saw it turn out very well, especially yesterday when it met with the audience. I felt everything passed to them. So I'm
Hmm.
very happy with that. So I took the risk and I think it was a good choice.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, was it hard to film in like the snow area?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
because for this film, because all the story is based on a village cut out of from the world by a harsh winter, and the feeling is it is not ending. Like the villagers think, what's going on? There's something wrong. This
Hmm.
winter is not ending, and then they're afraid that the bears woke up early from their winter sleep and they will come to this place. So we need snow throughout the film. And
Hmm.
in Turkey, there are some regions, but because of climate change, there's less and less snow, and like the winters are not as cold before. So we need to find a place that is very high, like a mountain village, that we are sure that it will be snowing for 5, 6 weeks. And we found it in a like east, northeast region of Turkey, close to the Georgian border. But of course, shooting there was a challenge because we need to go to this mountain village, and some days we couldn't go out of the hotel because there was a big snowstorm. So we need to stay in the hotel, or sometimes like we shot minus 30 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius.
Wow.
So it was very harsh, but we had a very good technical crew that they made everything safe for us, very safe. And at the end, it turned out good because I can feel this harshness of winter.
Mhm.
And when you watch the film, I think you can feel the challenges we had because
Yeah, yeah.
at some inside shootings there is like vapor coming out of the mouth of the actress, and
Mhm.
it is real because she was really freezing inside. So
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
think that turned out good at the end, but yes, it was not easy.
Yeah. And how did you find the leading actress for the film? How did you
Uh-huh.
cast her?
Um, Actually, I knew her through a friend, and we didn't made too much casting for her. She was in my mind, not during I was writing it, but when
Mhm.
I like nearly finished the script and fine tuning it, and I start to imagine how she will look like and how she will act, what kind of character this should be. Then
Mhm.
she was one of the first people that came to my mind. And then we met, and I really liked her energy. I think she's a kind of force of nature, and I need
Mhm.
that in this film. Somebody who can be very harsh, but also can be very vulnerable. She can be on both sides as an actress. So, like, I'm glad we met her, and we took this
Mhm.
journey together with her.
Nice. And so like the topics are a little bit based on like real life, what's going on at the moment. Are the characters as well? Are like characters people you've met
Oh,
around?
yes, I put a lot of stuff from the people I know,
Okay.
like one character, like some my relatives, but also there is a couple, like older couple in the film from the village. And this couple is based on actually because 1 year before shooting, I wanted to go to this mountain village and live there for 2 weeks
Mhm.
to uh, to make it like to write it at that point and to make it more real and feeling the environment. And I stayed with an old couple really for 2 weeks. So there is an inspiration from this old couple a lot in the film, their relationship,
Yeah.
because they're all, you see, they are together for years and years. They make little fights and make fun of each other, but you see they love each other. So for example, these characters are based on that. And I think the main character, like Aslı, the protagonist going to this village, she is a kind of, how I can say, she could be like a city woman from village, but she's somebody like you and me. And
Mhm.
it's like somebody you and me, and you put us in an environment that we don't know, which is welcoming, but also hostile, which is patriarchal. Then how you will react. So this character is a kind of random girl. I want her to be like a random girl, like all of us, but she makes some decisions there that makes her in a way special, that creates her character.
Okay. Nice. And why did you decided to call her like Miss Nurse almost through the entire film and not with her name?
Actually it is like that in Turkey because in this kind of small villages, few people they go from outside to these villages.
Mhm.
Uh, they respect this person usually, and it's coming out of respect. They call you
Okay.
Misters, Miss Doctor, but uh, in the film maybe you feel it because it is usually all the villagers talk to her Miss Nurse, even the hostile ones, even the ones that like the, for example, the butcher who wants in a way fights with her, like he's reclaiming his manhood because this
Mhm.
girl is saying
Mhm.
stuff to her. Even this guy saying Miss Nurse, but he's acting hostile. So it is this kind of like respect is just in the level of language, but
Mhm.
not inside people.
Okay.
And only person who talks to her step by step is Samet, the leading actor. So he's how he's talking to her changed throughout the film, just a little bit showing her his feelings towards her. he wants to be close to her. He wants to be friends in a way. So
Yeah.
that's why he's the only one calling her by her name.
And how did you came across him, the actor who plays Hamid?
Ah, for him, we made a lot of audition. I was trying to find somebody. It's because it's harder than the main actress, because this guy is very specific and it's something I created in my mind. And it should be he should look like very specific and different than the other villagers. That he should be an outsider also there. So I want to find somebody that will also who could act this little bit weird character that you don't know if he's good or bad, if he's friendly, if he's hiding something, or he's just naive. So it's this character should be in a very nice balance. So finally we met with him, but I knew him from years earlier. But then we met again. I say, okay, this is the one that this man can carry all these different ends of the story.
And what was like the biggest challenge during this filming? Because in the snow, or you said that had some like post-production or something like that.
I think the hardest part was shooting in this very harsh conditions of the village. And also I think because we shot the film, then really it's pandemic started, and I fly to Hamburg because our editing was in Germany, in Hamburg, because it's a co-production like Turkey, Germany, and Serbia. I fly to Hamburg, and 2 days later, it was announced that like the borders are closing and we cannot fly anymore, and we need to decide I will stay in Hamburg or I will come back to Turkey. And I made a very quick decision with my editor also. She was there. Okay, we will stay and we will see what's going on. And it was crazy uncertainty throughout the time because we didn't know when the flights will start back. At the end, the first flight back to Turkey, it was, I think, 103 days later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I 103 days. I was not home in the condition of pandemic, but okay. At the end, we continue editing somehow, but this uncertainty, and it continued afterwards when we were trying to finish the film, post-production. We didn't know when this will end. We didn't know if we will be able to show this film in a movie theater. So this uncertainty also a little bit hard for me. But okay, we did our best and we wait. And at the end, I think it turned out good at the end.
Yeah. So will there be any other film festivals this film is going to?
After here, we will make the premiere, the Turkish premiere in Antalya Golden Orange Film Festival in the main competition. So yes, in October when we go back, and we are in the main competition, and it is the only, like there are 10 films and it's only the first feature film there. It is the only one. And also there are just two women directors this year's selection. So okay, like I hope this will change in time, but yes.
Yeah, you must be very proud of being able to go to that festival.
Yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
must be special.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, so one last question. Do you already have like other films you're working on or other ideas?
Since I say the post-production of this film took a lot of time because of the pandemics, I was in between. I was in Berlin for a Medienborg Nipkow artist in residency for 3 months, and there I started to write something new. And then like it is not like a written script, but I think it's very solid and I love this story. I'm already excited about this story. It will be the same kind of atmosphere, but not snow this time because I think it was enough. At least I will wait some years to try to shoot another film in minus 30 degrees. But yes, it is still about. Also, it will include some elements like nature because it is something I think a lot in my life also. And I think since it was a relief yesterday, the premiere, I think I will more concentrate on this, and it won't take long time because I'm already very excited about this idea and start thinking about who can be the leading actress again and stuff like that.
Yeah, will you have time yourself to check out some films at the festival, or will you be
I will
flying?
try, yes.
Oh,
We arrived, as I say, the day before yesterday,
mhm,
and yesterday it was premiere, but also some other like filmmaker activities in Toronto. But
mm.
there are some films I really want to check, but I hope I will find some time
Mhm.
to watch them.
Okay, well, have fun at the festival, and
Thank you.
thank you for this interview, and yeah, good luck with the film.
Thank you. It is
Mhm.
very nice to meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
And thank you
Mm.
for nice questions and
So,
hope to see you somewhere in person also.
yeah, maybe. Okay, well,
Okay, okay,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Bu civarda olması lazım.
Durun. Zahmet verdik size de.
Yok estağfurullah. Ben gideyim artık sağlık ocağına.
Tabii tabii. Biz bir bakalım. Yani sanmıyorum bir şey çıksın ama tedbirli olmak lazım.
Kolay gelsin.
Sağ olun size de. Batmanlı, ikiye ayrılıyoruz. Siz oradan bak, Güney'in oradan, aşağıdan. Dikkatli.